Alright y'all, how's everybody doing today? This is Todd from We Put You Seaux. I'm going to try to clean this garden up a little bit. What I'm going to do is till in between these rows, and then I got another attachment I'm going to put on the Kubota. Try to pull the grass out and pull the rows up a little bit. I'm going to do this part and where the potatoes are. See how it comes out. I'm trying to beat this rain. The rain's trying to come in on me. It just dried up enough for me to take care of this. I got to get it before the rain starts. Let's see if we can get her done. Leave her alone. She's trying to take a break. Max is out there bothering the cows. He wants somebody to play with. He's bored. Alright guys, what this little tool right here is designed to do is to pull the grass out on each side of the row, and they got some blades in there. It's a row maker, and it's going to throw the dirt up on the tomato plants. Potato plants is what I'm trying to do right now. Pull the dirt up and throw them. When I get in the other garden on the smaller stuff and the onions, I don't want to throw the dirt on top of the plant. So I'm going to go slower and it keeps from throwing it up, but it will still pull the grass out from the side. film there. This thing just broke. This toolbar right here was welded to this big toolbar. It was welded here, and it was welded right here. That's the only place was holding it. I'm gonna have to weld it back there, and then I'm gonna have to beef it up. Back to the drawing board, which that ain't no problem. I got a welding machine, and I got some grinding discs to cut some pieces of iron. Weld it up, fix it back up. Part of working on a homestead, you gotta learn how to work on this stuff. If I'd have to pay somebody to do this, it'd cost me an arm and a leg, but I got the stuff to do it, so we'll have to get at it. Just another project, but it's starting to rain. I didn't get everything finished. I just got on the 3rd row of potatoes. I didn't get this other garden over here, but I did get it tilled up in between. And I got some other stuff I gotta take care of. I can do this one after it gets dark. Hello y'all, good morning. Well, this is a second part of the first part of this video. If y'all seen, while I was pulling these rows up on the potatoes, my tool broke. What it is I had a big toolbar in the front and a small one welded to it in the back, and I didn't have it braced up enough. So I had to revamp it, add some more iron to it, weld it up, and I got it now. It's got some iron on it. Guys, I'm gonna show you what's going on in this garden. I got everything pulled up, got most of the grass out, you know, in between the rows and all that. But we had a storm come in since then. It has been pouring down rain. But this morning, it's actually about 70 degrees this morning. It is nice. There's no humidity this morning. Last few mornings, the humidity's been terrible. But this morning, it's nice. It's a very nice morning. The sun's just coming up. But I'm gonna show y'all these garden and show you what else I've been working on. Y'all can see out there at all the mud. It is very, very wet. But the garden is draining off very well. It comes out through here, down that ditch. So it actually drains really well. There's a lot of grass with these potatoes, but they are doing extremely well. Like I said to you before, these 2 rows right here, we cut the potatoes up before the ice storm. These were planted whole potatoes after the ice storm. I really want to see what they're going to do different. I know these over here are growing better, they look better, but when I dug some potatoes, some fresh potatoes to get, I dug from both rows. I got a little bit from both. The ones that I'd cut up, they're older potatoes. They're probably 3-4 weeks older, and there was more of them. They were actually a little bigger and a lot more than the row that I did not cut them up. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that and see what happens. And I've heard several different stories. You know, when you leave them whole, they come up, make big, pretty plants. But there's so many eyes coming off of them potatoes like that they don't get big. You get a few small ones where when you cut them up, they get bigger and they're separated. But we're gonna find out. I mean, it's just a little test. We'll have to find out. The only way I know to do it is do it yourself, and you know for sure. Well, let's go look at the rest of the garden and I'll show you what's going on over there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna show you what I've been working on the last week or so. I know it's hard to tell with the camera depth perception on this thing, but this road right here, we just put in, me and my brother-in-law, I've been pulling them logs through here and it was a mess. I'll show you where I'm at. This is the back of the trailer right there. It comes into our property. This part of the road here was done built up. This part of the road here was a mud hole. Well guys, we built this road up about 4 foot. We had a little small trackhoe in here. I know that sun's in y'all's eyes. It is a muddy mess. I'm trying to keep y'all out of the sun. Look how deep we dug that, y'all. Trying to block the sun off so y'all can see it. We dug a big, deep ditch on the side, and we took all that dirt and put on that road. And if you notice in there, I got some logs I've been throwing in there. What I'll be doing is throwing the logs that I'm not cutting right now. I throw them in that water, let them soak. When I get ready for them, they'll be good, especially the pecan. Pecan wood is, once you first cut pecan wood down, you can cut it up with a sawmill right then. But if you wait about a week, that mess gets so hard, it's like a hickory. It's hard to cut. You'll go through some blades very, very fast. Well, when you soak them in water like that, you let them sit in there about 6 months, it changes the color of that wood, of that pecan, and it makes a beautiful wood. And it's also easier to cut. So that's what I'm doing. I got some black walnut I throwed in there and some pecan. I'm gonna let it sit for a while, get it covered up with water in there, soak it through it good. We'll see how it turns out. I had to stop over here because I'm on the way to the garden. The garden's on the other side. Well, let's head over there and I'll show you what's going on. All right, y'all, this is some pepper plants and some tomato plants. I put them out here before that rain started and they got good soaking. I'm trying to harden them off a little bit, getting them ready to plant. I just hadn't had time to get them in the ground. They sure do look good when that rain hit them. They've been in the greenhouse and I put them out here on the outside till they get some rain and some sun, getting used to the wind. It's just so hot in that greenhouse right now, they was actually getting too much sun. All right, everything in the raised beds is still doing very well. These are the beans. It's a butter bean. On the other side over there, some peas we got planted. They're just starting to come up good. This is the corn we got down. I'm gonna come in here and add some dirt to them. Get all the little mushroom tops coming up in there. What kind of mushrooms is that, guys? That's a mess back there. I hadn't got into it yet. I'm gonna clean all that out and that's where I'm gonna put some more peppers and tomatoes probably. This is what I did in the garden over here. I plowed in between the rows, got the grass up there. I need to get in there. That's got onions in that grass in there. There's cucumbers coming up right there. We ain't got much lighting this morning. It's still pretty early, but they're coming up. I got the soaker hose down in the middle of them. We've been having so much rain lately. They hadn't been on in a while. A wet, nasty mess around here. Jared's actually doing a little bit better. I'm actually bringing her to the doctor this morning. She had a pretty rough night last night, but we're gonna bring her back to the doctor, run some more tests, see what's going on, try to help her out and find out what she needs. But guys, keep praying for us. God bless. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.